What's good, everybody? It's the Clado and Cap Show. I cannot believe the Los Angeles Lakers this year did not make the playoffs. I am super surprised. Obviously, they're one of my preseason picks to win it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if we're to blame the head coach, Frank Vogel. Yes, we look at Frank Vogel's history. He's been with the Pacers, for a while. From 2011 to 2016, he was the head coach, and then he was assistant coach from 2007 to 2011 with the Pacers. And what did he do then? You know what I'm saying? And even from 2011 to 2016, they had a great team, great lineup. But they had the Miami Heat with LeBron that would always battle them and really defeat them. It was just sad, man. It really is. I'm not going to blame the head coach on this. I will partially, but overall, we got to look at the star players. Yes, LeBron James. Look, what else can LeBron do, though? Let's give him a bone real quick and say, look, LeBron averaged over 30 points a game, over 8 boards a game, and 6 assists a game. Like, dude, what do you want LeBron to do? You know what I'm saying? And I understand. I thought Russell Westbrook was a great pickup for the Los Angeles Lakers this year. And look, it kind of panned out that way, but, he only missed like a couple games. One game leading up to this week, and he averaged over 18 points a game, 7 boards, and 7 assists. So Westbrook was there. What was the weakness in the Los Angeles Lakers? It was Anthony Davis. Yes, Anthony Davis. They paid him a lot of money to what? To be hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? He missed over 39 games this season with a midfoot sprain. Get in the weight room. I said this last year. I said it the year before, and the year before, and the year before, and I said Anthony Davis needs to go in the weight room. That's what he's got to do. Yeah, and look at him, dude. He's a twig. He's not. Yes, I understand he's very talented. But you know what? You understand, Giannis, he will outwork Anthony Davis, therefore he will become better than Anthony Davis. He's already better in my opinion. I'll take Giannis over Anthony Davis any day of the week, dude. I just think Anthony Davis, he's soft, man. He really is, dude. It's just one of those things where it's like, how is Anthony Davis get paid all this money and just to be weak, man? And I think it's, look, we could say celebrity. Yes, he's playing in LA. Yes, he's got all this, but at the end of the day, it's like, what's he done for the game of the NBA? I understand he won a championship back in 2020 with LeBron. He made a big improvement then. But ever since that championship in 2020 with the Lakers, he's really fell off, dude. And I said they need to trade Anthony Davis. They should have got rid of Anthony Davis before the season started and got DeMar DeRozan from Chicago Bulls. That's what they should have done. And look at DeRozan. He's balling out, dude. He's just balling. It's sad to see what the Lakers did. They made some mistakes here and there, but a lot of people are saying no, LeBron's not the GOAT. Yes, I agree right now. LeBron James is not the GOAT. He's still playing though. He still has a good 4 or 5 years left of straight dominance. He averaged over 30 this year, and he's 37. Like what? Like what? Dude, that's unheard of, dude. He's about to have the all-time points eventually. He will pass that. He'll be number 1 all time. He has 4 NBA titles with 4 NBA Finals MVPs. Look, I think LeBron, he has to win at least one more to get in that conversation with MJ. It's always been MJ and LeBron. Okay, and rest in peace to the great Kobe Bryant with 5 championships. So he's not even there yet. So I just think for LeBron, there's a lot of tweaks they got to do for the Lakers organization. Now, would I be surprised if LeBron goes back to Cleveland one day? Absolutely not. I actually want him to go back to Cleveland. That would be great, dude. Kind of like Albert Pujols with the St. Louis Cardinals coming back, after leaving for a while. I want to see that. Yes, we did see LeBron do that after he won the championship back in 2016. Then he goes to LA, but I'd like to see him go back and end his career in Cleveland, where it all started. I think that's eventually what will happen, but I think for the Lakers organization, you guys got to do some improvements here. Get some better players around LeBron James. Like, LeBron can't be playing, all these crazy minutes like this. He's 37, coming on 38 next year, and it's just like, dude, what are we going to do when LeBron hits 40 and he's still balling like this? Defeating Father Time, like Tom Brady in a way. Look at LeBron. He treats his body great. He eats the right nutrition, all this stuff that LeBron James does off the court that really influences him on the court. And I just, a lot of people say he's not the GOAT, and I get that, and people are like, don't even debate it anymore. Like, LeBron shouldn't even be in the same sentence as Michael Jordan, and I kind of disagree with that. We look at LeBron James, just his natural talent, when he came into the NBA at age 18, just balling out, first dunk against the Sacramento Kings, just what LeBron James has done, just not just in the NBA, just as a global scale. What he's doing off the floor as well. You know, building a school, I Promise School, helping the youth out, helping kids who don't have the access to better education. LeBron James is helping. You know, and you can say what you want and all these crazy things, but at the end of the day, LeBron is still LeBron, dude. Probably the biggest sports icon in the world right now. And he's been for the past decade, dude. You know, that rubs the people a wrong way in a way. You know, but you have to understand, everybody knows LeBron. LeBron is that top dog, and, you know, hats off to LeBron. I mean, what else could LeBron do? He averaged over 30 points, and I will say, yes, he did miss a couple games this season in 2022. I get all that. But I just think for the Lakers, for them to miss the playoffs, it's unbelievable, dude. Never would have saw this coming. If anything, I thought they'd be like a 7th seed, or worst comes to worst, they'd be an 8th seed going into the playoffs. No. They're not even going to get in the bubble, dude. They're not even going to get in a play-in game. Like, dude, that's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing to the Lakers organization. And who do I point to? Obviously, the organization and the head coach, Frank Vogel, he needs to go out of there. They need to fire Frank Vogel. I mean, dude, yes, he won a championship with LeBron James, like in 2020. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We go back to his old resume. What else has he done, dude? Frank Vogel's nothing but a cockroach, dude. Like, straight up. What has he done as a coach, as the NBA? He looks confused at times. There were times even back in 2014-13 time where they're playing the Miami Heat. He took out Roy Hibbert, you know, and we saw LeBron James hit that left-handed layup in game 1 to seal the deal against the Pacers. And I'm thinking, why would they take out Hibbert there? That doesn't make sense to me. You know, that's the coach right there. You guys hired Frank Vogel, that guy who blew the game 1 in that series, and eventually the Heat won, I believe, in 7 games. That's crazy, right? You know, there's some things they forget, but I just think Lakers, they will fire Frank Vogel. They need to go forward. They need to keep Russell Westbrook. And a lot of people are saying trade Russell, whatever. They want to make up crazy shit. You know, throwing bricks. I get that. His jumpers, it's terrible. It is. His shooting's terrible, but I think it'll get better over time. I just think Russ needs to stay with LeBron. I think LeBron wants that. So I would keep Russ and trade Anthony Davis. That's what they got to do this offseason, because if they want to win an NBA championship, you know, next year in 2023, they got to do something different. I mean, the squad they have right now is pitiful, dude. Who's on the bench? Like, do they know? Like, are these guys even Division I athletes that came off on the bench on the Lakers? Like, tell me, name 5 non-starters on the Los Angeles Lakers right now. Exactly, dude. Nobody really can, unless you're a true diehard Los Angeles Lakers fan. But besides that, it's just like, man, you know, like getting rid of Caruso, I think that was a big mistake as well. They could have used him as a backup, if not a 2-guard with Westbrook. It could be a combo guard, Westbrook and him. So I just think that was a terrible move as well. I don't know what the Lakers were thinking here, but for LeBron, I mean, time is ticking there in LA. I mean, he has 2 years left. I mean, what's next? I think, you know, in 2024, we could see LeBron go back to Cleveland. I don't think he's going to stay in LA his whole career. Yeah, I don't think so. I think eventually he's going to go back to Cleveland, but it's just like one of them things. And then we're hearing speculations that, yes, LeBron wants to play with Steph Curry, the greatest shooter the game of basketball has ever seen. That's unbelievable. You know, that would be crazy. If LeBron ever teamed up with Steph Curry, you guys mark my words, it's over. It's over for the league. That is it, dude. You guys, as long as they play together, say they play 4 years together, LeBron and Steph, that's 4 rings right there. That's 4 NBA championships, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Guarantee, dude. If LeBron and Steph, dude, you're telling me LeBron and Steph will not win? Dude, at least 4, dude, or at least 3 at 3P, like Shaq and Kobe back in the early 2000s. I think so. I think that could be something. You know, who knows what's gonna happen there? It's a long shot. That's just, you know, just thinking outside the box. But, you know, looking at the Lakers season this year, it's unbelievable. So many injuries. And I think, you know, in our society today, in the game of basketball, it's just a whole global scale. It's softened up in a way. You know, players are taking more rest. They're taking games off. Back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they wouldn't take games off, bro. Okay, maybe 1 or 2. But, like, you know, on a regular basis, weekly, taking games off just to take games off, just to say, F it, dude, I'm going to take this game off because I want to. I want to give my body a rest. But it's like, come on, dude. You guys are making millions of dollars. You guys have that in you to recover. You guys have those access to recover the best nutrition, the best massages, the best everything, the best trainers. So there's no excuse here, dude. And we're starting to see that. And it's catching up to some people now. Now, LeBron, he has the right to take some games off. I mean, we look at LeBron's resume. Came in the league in 2003. Still balling right now, almost 20 years later, dude. So, when people bash LeBron for taking games off, come on, dude. He's been in the league almost 2 decades. He has the right to take games off, okay? But, let's just call a spade, and that's what it is, dude. And that's how it should be, and it will be. LeBron is allowed to do that because of his resume, dude. Straight up. But we look at the Lakers, 17 NBA championships, and they missed the playoffs this year. This is unreal. I never would have saw this coming. It would caught me off guard. It's like I woke up from a nightmare and said, wow, the Lakers are out of the playoffs this year with LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, and Anthony Twig Davis. What are we saying here? I never would have dreamed that. Anthony Davis being hurt, did that have an impact? Absolutely. 100%, but I just think Anthony Davis, he went up so high and then he came back down even quicker, dude. I think he's trash, dude. His shot's ugly. He just kind of moves funky. I just think, dude, he's got to hit the weight room. If Anthony Davis does not hit the weight room, the Lakers will not win another NBA championship again. National title. He didn't even win that either. So I think to win an NBA championship again for Anthony Davis, you got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to the weight room and get big and get strong. We see Giannis, he's bodying him up. We saw him this past year body Anthony Davis up, outworked him, blocked him, force him into bad shots. More hungry. I just think for the Lakers this season, they weren't hungry, dude. And Russell Westbrook, he was hungry. He plays hungry. That's why I like Russ. And so many people want to bash Russ. We got, the great Magic Johnson bashing Russ. But it's when you guys bash Russ, why do you say it to his face? Even the great Magic Johnson. Magic, say something to Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Please. Say it to his face. I think Russ would not take any shit from Magic. Yes, I understand Magic is a legend, one of the best, NBA players. But look, I'd say Kobe and LeBron are better than Magic. Okay? And Michael Jordan. There's 3 players right there better than Magic. But Magic's a legend. I'm not going to disrespect him like that. He is kind of right with Westbrook. He does have a great shot. There's no more excuses for the Lakers. And that's what I agree with what Magic was saying about the Lakers this year. There's no more excuses, dude. What are you guys going to do? It's just an embarrassment. When Magic was there, they weren't playing like this. They weren't taking games off like this. Come on. It's a disgrace for the game. It really is. Now, am I going to point everything at LeBron? No, dude. If anything, LeBron really helped them in a way. Okay, averaging over 30 a game. He did miss some games here and there, but still, dude. 30 points a game? And you guys are going to say, oh, LeBron, he's not the GOAT anymore. He's not the GOAT. He averaged over 8 boards this year and 6 assists this year. His numbers were even better than recent years, yet they're going to still bash LeBron. They're going to still say crazy things about him. No, he's not the GOAT. Don't even put him in that. So I think, in our generation, what we're seeing right now, LeBron James, not aside from the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James, he's the most influential athlete we have seen since Michael Jordan. So many people hate LeBron, but that's fine. That's what it comes with. And I think a lot of people hate LeBron because of jealousy. They envy him. They wish they were LeBron James. And LeBron James has a lot of followers in the media all the time. And people, it kind of rubs people the wrong way where it's like, man, LeBron has all the attention. LeBron has this and that. I don't have it. So I'm going to hate LeBron. LeBron's a bitch. He likes to flop all the time. I don't like LeBron. That's what they say about LeBron all the time. He's a bitch. He flops, blah, 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 all this stuff. But it's like, man, you guys are going to disrespect LeBron like that? A 4-time NBA Finals MVP? And you guys are going to say he's a bitch? That makes a lot of sense, bro. That makes complete sense. It's just ignorant. It's just people not understanding the game of basketball. LeBron James makes his teammates better around him, but look, this season, obviously, it was a disaster for the Lakers. The whole team, the whole organization, they messed up before the even season started. They could have got DeMar DeRozan, but, instead, they got Westbrook. But I'm not mad. They should have traded DeRozan for Anthony Davis. That's what they should have done before the season started. But they were so stuck in their ways, about, oh, Anthony Davis, he's the next big hit here. No, he's not, dude. Anthony Davis isn't it, dude. It's Giannis, dude. He's the next big guy, not Anthony Davis, dude. Anthony Davis, man, look, he had some good times, good runs here and there, but, Anthony Davis, the era is over in LA. I think they need to trade him. Trade him for some draft picks at least. I mean, Lakers got to get something going because if they don't, LeBron's going to realize, look, I'm halfway through here in LA. What am I going to do next? We missed the playoffs. We got bounced out last year in 2021 to the Suns. So, and then we won in 2020. So it's just like, wow, it just comes full circle here. So I think LeBron, he's towards the end of his contract. He really is. What, a year and a half left? Something like that. I just think the Lakers, they got to get pieces for LeBron. But to put all the blame on LeBron, it's just like, that'd be ignorant, dude. I mean, LeBron's history is just speaking for itself. We go back to the 2018 NBA Finals at Game 1. Dropped 51 on Golden State. And yet, they still lost the game. They still lost, dude. Like, what does LeBron have to do? Like, seriously, what does he have to do? Does he have to play better defense? We saw the block in 2016 in Game 7 against Andre Iguodala. That's what we did see. And I want to give a shout-out to J.R. Smith for actually, trying to defend Andre Iguodala on that play when it was tied up 89-89. And he got in the way. He did not. Look, he made a decent play, but LeBron made the play. But I'll give JR some slack. Obviously we saw JR a couple years later dribble in a corner with tied up against Golden State when LeBron dropped 51. And LeBron's like, bro, what are you doing? It's tied up. You know what I'm saying? But, that's just LeBron, his whole career, he hasn't had the best teammates. Yes, he's had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. Yes, he's had great players. Ray Allen, those guys. Westbrook. I'll even say Anthony Davis used to be a great player. Great players, great talents. All this stuff. But we look at the old Cleveland team. Who did LeBron have then back in the early 2000s when he first got drafted? Delonte West? Like, seriously, dude? Him? Like, straight up, like, who else did they have, dude? Gibson, shout out to Gibson. He was a shooter, back in like 2005, 6 time. But, we look at LeBron, he's really had some shitty teams. And yet he still has 4 NBA championships. It's unreal. But the Los Angeles Lakers, they disappoint me. It's unreal. I'm upset about it. I cannot believe it. I'm in shock. But they're gonna have to get some decisions here, some trades here this offseason. It's huge for them because if they continue to make the same mistakes here, LeBron will be out this time next year. Mark my words, it's gonna be crazy, but I cannot wait. Shout out to LeBron James. He's in the top 2 right now, him and MJ. Mark my words, LeBron could be the GOAT. If he continues to get better, to put up crazy numbers, and obviously he's got to win 2 more NBA championships. It's possible, baby. Let's go!